Welcome to the Executive Suite, the young and very talented singer and songwriter that brings that unique feel and vibe to R&B music. And also, I must add, newly signed to Murder Inc. Rikki, what's up, girl?
Hey, what a drop, man. Oh my gosh. You have me over here blushing and whatnot. It's nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Listen, thank you for replying to me so fast. I was telling you earlier, you know what I'm saying. I hit you.
Yeah.
Listen. I just caught wind of you about 2 weeks ago when the track on me dropped.
Really?
I was like, yo, who is the girl? I need to contact her directly. Who is she? You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that's so
So
dope because I just did background vocals on that song. So
yeah,
I was very excited to hear that you took, notice of me and all that from
yeah,
that song. It's very cool.
definitely, definitely. So how has 2020 into 2021 been for you? I know you started off 2021 with a bang, but
Yeah.
how's 2020 for you?
Yeah. 2020 was honestly, I feel like for a lot of people it was a very up and down roller coaster, lots of slow runs, lots of sad runs. I lost two of the most important people in my life in 2020. Well, I come from a big family, so each and every one of them is super important to me. So that was a big changer in 2020, which actually helped motivate me to do my best for 2021 and
Okay.
years to come with that. So 2020, I honestly feel like is a kind of a blur too, because it's like it was such a crazy year, and now it's just gone, and we have this fresh start to try and make things, a little better.
So talking about let's get into the music. The record that I
Oh
heard
yeah.
on me. How did that
hmm
record even come about? How did you and JT meet? Like how did tell us about that record? Because that record right now, it's only been like
yeah,
2 weeks, but I've been
I know.
playing it
On
like
me is
3 days.
popping
You
right
know what I'm
now,
saying?
bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So tell us about the record a little.
So yesterday we just found out, which I think is really cool because I just got signed and everything. So these little baby
That too.
steps are like big steps for your girl. We hit like number two most added song on the radio yesterday on Urban, which was really cool.
Yeah.
But me and JT met. I I kind of remember this story pretty well. June 25th,
Oh.
the day before Irv's birthday. Irv is my uncle, actually. So
Oh.
we were celebrating. Yeah, that's a cool background
We can
story.
bring Irv over here in a second. So right after when we're done with those,
Yeah.
we can bring him over. I see he watching the game, but we can
Uncle
bring
Irv,
him over here.
he's watching the Ashanti Key. We're all watching the
Yeah.
battle, the
Oh, by
versus
the way,
battle tonight too.
so who you got? Ashanti or Keisha Cole?
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, Ashanti.
All right, listen. I gotta ask. I
Period.
gotta ask for the blogs. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Before they,
course, of
they'll-
course. Nah,
yeah,
Ashanti
okay.
all day. Murdering on the signs.
I got you. I got you. I got you. All right, so yeah, let's go back to the JT. How did you guys meet?
Not yet. So we met at Irv's birthday party, and I was just playing him some music because I don't know who told him exactly, but he called when that one of us was an artist. It was me, and so he listened to some of my songs. He played it for Irv, and then he and I just kind of became friends. We all became friends, like his brother, and then Irv's assistant and I are like best friends, and we all linked up in LA, and it was a vibe. He was out there to mix his album. So I would just pull up to the studio with them, hang out. And on one of the songs, which was on me, they asked me to do like some background vocals just to bring like a little extra, like, I don't know, pizzazz to the song or something like that.
I
So
feel
it
you.
came out really cool. I love it. I love that song so much. We have a little TikTok dance to it and all that.
Oh man, okay, so it's really about to go where it needs to go. Okay, I got you. I feel
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh yeah. We're about to go up all the way.
Beginning. Okay, okay. So listen, I like
hmm
my listeners to get to know the artist. When did
Yeah.
you say and when did you start singing and say, you know what, this is something I want to take serious? I see you
Mhm.
say Irv is your uncle, but when was it like, hey,
Mhm.
you know what, this is what I want to do?
Um, Honestly, I knew I wanted to be an entertainer since I was like 10. I was involved in musical theater since I was a kid.
Okay.
And then when I turned around like 16, 17, his brother Chris started to put me in the recording studio. So that was really cool. And around, I'd say that age, I knew I wanted to be like a singer songwriter because I've always loved to write, but I learned how to write through musical theater, like how to write plays and things like that. So then I took writing from that
Okay.
side of me in that like world and combined it with like what I knew about hip hop and R&B and what I learned from them and everything. kind of just put it all together.
Who are some of the artists that influenced you also once you started hitting the booth and you know?
I love Bruno Mars. He's
Okay,
my like all-time fave. Amy Winehouse is dope. Adele, I love her music. Um, Lauren Hill, Sade. But
okay.
we're steering away Aaliyah, you feel me?
Yes,
I
yes.
like Tory Lanez a lot. He kind of like, it's so weird because I feel like in the media there's always so much like private shit that's discussed that it's like, damn, I don't know. But yes, Tory Lanez, love his music.
Okay.
I, to be honest, I
Now,
think he's a dope writer.
so let's go back to one of your first your EP, your first EP.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes, first time lover.
I actually did my research and I actually
Guy.
I like one of these songs. Tell me,
Ooh, which one?
tell me you love me.
Oh yeah,
I
that's one of
love
my
the
favorite ones too.
man. Listen, it was like a neo soul type R&B type. It was very. I love it. Would you say that was one of the records that hey, listen, people are paying attention to me right now?
Yeah, I'd say so. I made that song now. I think it was like 3, 4 years ago.
Okay,
But when I first made it, it definitely had that feel. I knew it did because Brent Fayez was one of the first people to listen to it, and he was like, "Yo, the song is fire." I think it's gonna catch a second wind sooner or later.
yes,
But "Tell Me You Love Me" is definitely one of my favorite songs I've made for sure. And
okay,
it was like one of the first songs I like wrote that I felt was like a cool song.
okay. Now,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, even though you know you have Families Murder Inc., you were still independent for a while. What?
Yeah.
When was it? When did the change happen? And you know, tell us about that situation of being signed
Mhm.
to Murder Inc. and you know continuing and you know just give us that background. What? When did that
Mhm.
happen?
It's interesting because I feel like that story and my answer has changed over like the course of time,
I got
and
you.
just like working with Irv, working with Chris, everything has been the the best journey ever. I feel super blessed. But I began as an independent artist signed to Chris Gotti's business, Adventures Music.
Got it.
So it's like a digital distribution platform for independent artists.
Okay.
And when he first started that company, I went on tour with them, and they did like an East Coast run. And I learned a lot about kind of just how to market yourself and brand yourself and kind of just be your own business. So
Got
with
you.
those different tools and tips that I learned along that journey, I was able to just interact with different people, network with different people, meet new producers, writers, vocalists, stuff like that. Started cooking up and kind of just building up a just an arsenal of music, really.
Yeah.
And then I put out my first EP no, not last year. See, look at this time flying by. 2019, I dropped First Time Lover. That was cool. Put out a couple of videos, and now, I guess Irv, when he started working with JT, he and I are close in age. So he and I, when we connected, we all started working together. And then it kind of started to happen very naturally. It's
Yeah.
almost like Adventures Music was like a grooming process for me to get to where I am with Murdering.
Okay. So let's talk about your writing. Um,
Mhm.
what goes into your writing process? Is it, you know, something that you've been through? Is it, hey, listen, my homegirl been through this? Like what goes into your writing process? And I know you said you wrote for other, you know,
Yeah.
ways and all that. So what, you know, what goes into that
Mhm.
process?
Um, Definitely, I would say I usually think about personal experiences first. I definitely think of my friends as well because I have this one song that I just wrote recently called Bad Bitch. Fire. You're
Okay.
gonna love it. I
Okay.
think it's a female anthem. And it's such a cool song because it's like it's relatable in the sense of like any girl can relate to it. Like we bring a bunch of different types of flavors into it. Um I think with writing though, it's important to think about for me personally, I like all girls to feel connected. I don't like it to just be like a one-sided thing. I want every girl to listen to my album and feel like they could relate. So I try to think of everybody instead of just myself when I write.
Got it. Got it. Now, what do you want people to take away from your style? Like, how can you explain your
Mhm.
style to people? You know what I'm saying? Because when, like I said, when
Yeah.
I listen to On Me, and then when I
Hmm.
listen to your single that you came out
It's
earlier,
so different.
it's different. It's totally
Yeah,
different.
it is.
So, what do you, you know, what?
And what's crazy to say, yo, exact. it's so crazy because the album that I just finished recording in Atlanta is completely different, like
From all
night and
three.
day from
Okay, got
first time. Yeah. So it's interesting to say. It's like, so when you ask that, I'd say the best way to explain my style is like a cross between hip hop and R&B and Broadway show tunes. I know that sounds kind of
you. Wow.
crazy,
You
but
explain.
I feel like my writing style definitely roots from my like Broadway show tunes background. Because if you listen to like say Rent, 525,600 minutes, like those type. I use that as an example because
No, that's a
everybody
great
knows that little
example. Yeah,
part.
yeah.
But yeah, when you listen to Broadway show tunes, I love their songs because they tell a story. And you could listen to the song and feel like you literally just watched a whole movie in your head while listening to the song. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to bring that aspect into hip hop and R&B. I
Gotcha.
think that would be a cool
Nah,
direction for it to
definitely.
go.
Nah, definitely, definitely, definitely. So listen,
Mhm.
started off 2021 with a bang. What else can we expect from you in 2021?
Definitely an album, lots of
Okay,
dope singles, lots of
okay,
really dope features, some
okay,
acting,
okay,
some designing. You know, we got some cool merchandise because I like to crochet.
okay.
So my grandma, she taught me how to crochet when I was a kid, but I kind of took it and turned it into my own little side hustle called Ricochet. So
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna try and make that pop off this year
Do you have
too.
like a website or anything yet for it? Anything Instagram for it or anything yet? Not yet.
Not yet. Right now, the main focus is, you feel me, the music,
And
the
album.
rollout
Gotcha.
with
Okay.
Murder Inc. That's like
Yes.
the main focus right now. So
Okay.
we're gonna see what we can make that do first, and then we're gonna, slowly but surely start bringing everything else in.
All right. So not to give away too much from the album, but who would you like to collab with that's not on the album as yet? Because
That's not on the
because
album.
guess what? It could change tomorrow. You know.
True. You never
So
know,
who would
right?
you like to collab with?
I would say Doja Cat would be really cool to collab with.
I can
I
see
think
that.
she's super fire.
I can see that.
And honestly, like Brent, I'm gonna get Brent's ass in the studio one day. He
Okay.
would be really cool to collaborate with for sure. But he's difficult. I feel like to get in the studio. I feel like I haven't heard Brent do too many features, so it'd be cool if I could get him to do a feature with me one day. That'd be fire.
So now let's get back to On Me because I know it's the beginning of promo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
The beginning of promo.
on me.
So I
Hmm.
just need you to, tell the people about On Me, tell them what the concept is about me for the people that haven't
Hmm.
heard it yet. And the video
Yeah.
is crazy too. So, just tell them
Oh,
about
thanks.
On Me and, just tell the people all about it.
All right. So on me is all I would say is all. It's just a fun record. It's about getting with your friends, your family, whoever you're closest with, and just having a good time. You know. And then it could also just be like that song that you sent to your girl, and you're kind of just trying to get her, if she's either your girl, to like mess with you, see like why you should mess with them. All right, have your pizza. Uncle Ed, you want to explain what on me?
You,
It might be like some of my best work.
that's what I'm
I
talking
think I think I outdid the Ashanti debut album. I think her album
Wow.
I think her album is gonna really, really like kill it, yo. Like y'all don't even understand how dope it is, yo.
Wow. Wow. Listen,
It- it-
I'm happy to be one of the first people to hear this. I'm happy, wow.
You
Wow.
are. You're actually the first to hear it.
Yo,
That's
she,
fact.
she rapping. She wrote everything herself, and she shocked me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a hard guy to shop.
Man, I had expectations for the album. We went to Atlanta to make it. I thought if we could get like one or two big hit records, that's great. We got like six.
Huh?
Wow.
You
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I'm
talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Anthem.
And I
You
love
know,
her
like,
energy.
listen, you know, like Confessions with Usher, it grabbed people because he was
Yes.
talking about the subject. She got the same thing, like where she's talking about certain subject topics about relationships, and I just think it's gonna. I think it's gonna kill it, yo. I think the girls, especially 23 and under, is gonna relate, identify, and put it on repeat.
Yeah. That's
Listen,
the goal.
and Ricky, I'm like I said to her, you didn't hear me, Irv, but I heard June from Epic sent me the record. He's like, yo, this record, you know. So you sent it to me. I was like, yo, June, who's the girl? No disrespect to JT, he did his thing. But I'm like, who's the girl? And I was like, yo, you know what? I'm not waiting for all these labels and all that. I hit her right away. I don't even remember the time. I was like, yo, listen, who's your manager? I would love to have you on my show. You know what I'm saying? But nah, the record, I've been playing the record out in Boston, and on a Dash Radio every week since it dropped. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
I appreciate
You're
it.
very smart because she's gonna crush it. Like when I start releasing her music,
Yeah.
it's gonna win.
Man, listen, I can't wait. Can you give us a little acapella of one of your songs
Yes.
you'll be releasing? Okay.
Heartbreaker is a song. I'll give you the little R&B and hook. That's a good part to do, yeah? Okay. So we have after all the good times we had, baby, please don't break my heart. 'Cause you know it ain't that bad. I've been right by your side from the start. How could you hurt me, baby? You drive me crazy. Was it all in my head? After all the good times we had, baby, I never break your heart. Oh no.
So listen, thank you so much for joining me on the Executive Suite today. Can you please introduce to the people on me?
All right, everybody. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to my guy DJ Exeqtive. And next, I'm gonna need y'all to go run that on me, SNFJT featuring moi. You feel me? Out everywhere. Y'all can go stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, the Executive Suite, wherever it's bumping. That's where we need y'all to take a listen. So thank you, DJ Exeqtive, for having me on. I had such a blast chopping it up with you today.
No problem, Rikki, right here on the Executive Suite.